Metric lengths. The metric system is a system of measurement where each unit is related by a power of 10. So, the meter is the base unit for measuring lengths in the metric system. So, a decameter is 10 meters. A hectometer is 100 meters. And a kilometer is 1,000 meters. 1/10 of a meter is a decimeter. Notice the difference between deca meaning 10 and deci meaning a tenth. A centimeter, which is 1/100th of a meter, and a millimeter, which is 1,000th of a meter. The abbreviations for each of these units is given in this column. Take a moment to look at these lengths and which ones have you seen in your day-to-day life. Hint, there's 4, so you can take a minute to pause and write these down. The smallest unit that you see is millimeters, followed by centimeters, meters, and then kilometers. So the reason why we use millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers is because we can express some of these other terms, decimeters, decameters, and hectometers, in terms of other units. Next, to convert between metric lengths, move the decimal based on the movement in the following chart. So this is the same list of units as a ladder, going down to the right. And this is an advantage because if you convert between units, wherever you're starting, track how many spaces you move either left or right to make the conversion, and we'll move the decimal that same number of spaces. So let's look at 5 centimeters to millimeters. Centimeters to millimeters. That was moving 1 space right. So if we were to move the decimal 1 space right, that would be skipping over an empty space that will put a 0 in its place, and that becomes 50 millimeters. Next, 1.5 kilometers. Kilometers are here, and we're switching to meters. 1, 2, 3 spaces right. And if we move our decimal 3 spaces right, 1, 2, 3, it would be 1,500. And 48 centimeters to meters, centimeters to meters. That's 1, 2 spaces left. Our decimal for a whole number is on the right-hand side. We'll move it 2 spaces left, making it 0.48 meters. So here are some practice questions for you to try. You can pause this video and attempt them yourself. Starting with 2.5 meters to centimeters. Meters to centimeters is 2 spaces right, so moving 2 spaces right, that should be 250 centimeters. Next, 39 centimeters is equal to how many meters? So centimeters to meters, that's 2 spaces left. Moving 2 spaces left, that's 0.39. C, 5 kilometers is how many meters? 5 kilometers, how many meters? 1, 2, 3 spaces right. So our decimals here, skipping 3 spaces would make that 5,000 meters. 100 meters. Meters to kilometers. 1, 2, 3 to the left. So moving our decimal 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left, that is 0.1. 12 millimeters to centimeters. That's 1 space left. So 1.2. Centimeters to millimeters. Centimeters to millimeters, 1 space to the right. 8.4 looks like 84. 50 millimeters to meters. So millimeters to meters is 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left. So moving this over, 1, 2, 3. That's 0.05. And lastly, kilometers to millimeters. This is all the way from the top to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I were to move over 6 spaces, 1, 2, 3, and another 1, 2, 3, that would be a total of 6 zeros with a 1 in front. That's 1 million millimeters.